Good evening to one and all. Today we are going to discuss about the topic is factors affecting friction. Factors affecting friction. First one is effect of roughness on friction. Second one is effect of area of contact. Third one is effect of normal force. First one is effect of roughness on friction. Second one is effect of area of contact. Third one is effect of normal force. In first one, effect of roughness on friction. In your textbook, one activity is there. That is, we take one wooden board and arrange an inclined plane and make this point A. Here, make a point A. Now, take a bar, move down on the inclined plane. Now, note the distance from the bottom of the inclined plane to the ball where it comes to stop. Here we make a point B. Now take a one cloth and spread the cloth. Now spread the cloth and here arrange an inclined plane on the cloth. Now move down the bar on the cloth. Now, note the distance from the bottom of the inclined plane to the ball where it comes to stop. Here, the point is C. See here, the two distances C, B. This is the on the floor. This is the on the cloth. Which is maximum? B or C? Here, B is maximum. C is minimum. C is the distance from the inclined plane on the cloth. B is the distance from an inclined plane on the floor. Why the distance is maximum on the floor? The distance is minimum on the cloth. Why? What is the reason? There exists a friction between the ball and the cloth. So here the ball covered distance is minimum. Okay. Here we observe some surfaces look like a perfect planes, but there is a lot of irregularities. That means there is a lot of up and downs. Due to that irregularities, the distance is covered is minimum. Here, the friction is existed due to the irregularities of the surfaces. The friction is exists due to the irregularities of the surfaces. These irregularities lock into one another. We have to apply so many forces to overcome interlocking. There exists a relative motion. Then there exists a relative motion between the two surfaces. And also roughness is increases, then friction is also increases. This is the one effect on the friction. This is the one effect on the friction. One effect on the friction. Second one, area of contact. Effect of area of contact. Effect of area of contact. See here, this is the one brick. This is the one brick, and this is the spring balance. The spring balance is tied to the brick, and pull the brick, and try to pull the brick. Try to pull the brick. Here we observe this is the spring balance used to measure the applied force. This spring balance is used to measure the applied force. Here we note the reading in newtons. In newtons we note the reading in the spring balance. Then here we observe the frictional force. The frictional force is equal to the applied force but in opposite direction. Here the frictional force, see here. Here two forces are act on the brick. One is the applied force, one is the frictional force. One is the applied force, one is the frictional force. Here frictional force is equal to applied force. But in opposite direction. Similar experiment is repeated, but the brick is turned upright. Now tie to the spring balance and try to pull the brick. Here same frictional force appears. So in both cases frictional force is same. So frictional force does not depend on the area of contact. From this we can say that frictional force does not depend on the area of contact. This is the second one. First one, roughness is increases then friction is also increases. Second one, frictional force does not depend on the area of contact. Third one, effect of normal force. Effect of normal force means we add to the brick, we add one or two bricks to the first brick, then we also applied force. Then when we applied the force, then frictional force is increases. Applied force is decreases, then frictional force is decreases. In normal force increases, then frictional force also increases. normal force is directly proportional to the normal force. Frictional force is directly proportional to the normal force. That means normal force is increases, then frictional force is also increases. Normal force is decreases, then frictional force is also decreases. This is the factors affecting on the friction. Factors affecting on the friction. Okay. Effect of roughness on friction. Effect of area of contact. Effect of normal force. First one, roughness is increases, then friction is also increases. Second one, frictional force does not depend on the area of contact. Third one, frictional force is directly proportional to the normal force. Okay, understand? Today your assignment is write